VinFast is coming to America. Can you believe it?
They're coming, man. They're coming. They're coming to America. Everyone's been waiting.
But they left something behind. Batteries. Batteries are not included with VinFast's new electric SUVs that are coming to America. So this Vietnamese automaker has had a lot of success selling combustion-powered vehicles in Vietnam and in Southeast Asia. Now that they're coming to America, they decided to bring their brand new electric SUVs, the VF8 and the VF9. So VinFast has given the VF9 a starting price of $55,000. It's not too bad considering the average electric vehicle transactions, what, 65,000?
Yeah.
And then you can also order the VF9, a slightly larger electric SUV, for 60,000. But guess what? You need the battery. How much is that battery going to cost you? Zach, are you willing to pay for batteries in addition to your monthly car payment?
I don't know, man. I mean, I'll say maybe. I have no clue yet. What's the pricing?
All right, so the basic battery lease costs $35 a month for the VF8 and $44 a month for the larger and fancier VF9. But the catch is, this only covers 310 miles of driving per month. Can you believe it?
Wow.
So you can keep driving beyond your 310-mile allowance. Imagine having allowance right out the door after spending $60,000 on a vehicle. You can keep driving, but you're going to have to pay 11 cents per mile beyond 310 miles.
This is like a lease, but weirder. This is like a lease of the future. This is strange.
Yes, it's a very, very freaky lease. Now, if you drive 1,200 miles a month, which I can say is just a tad more than I drive every month, you would be paying about $130 more.
Wow.
In addition to your monthly payment. So if you're paying like $600 a month for your VinFast VF9, you better plan to also pay $130 more for your battery lease.
Wow.
Gets expensive pretty quick.
Question for you, Justin. Do you think this is like directionally where the industry's going? Or is VinFast, like, let's be clear, VinFast was founded, what, in like 2017, I think? Like, very new, upstart company, trying to IPO, or they just IPO? I don't know, like, very, very, very new. Is this just like a fly ball, like, all right, they're just coming out of left field, and it is what it is? Or is this going to be the wave of the future?
I don't think it's the wave of the future, but let's pitch it as VinFast pitches it. So they say you should go with their battery lease because as battery technologies get better in the years to come, you don't have to wish you had a better battery or sell the car and go buy a car with a better battery. You can just upgrade to a better battery through your battery lease. I'm not quite sure if I buy that, but that's what VinFast says the main advantage of their battery lease will be.
You've got to imagine they talk to like enough customer groups or whatever, and like there were a lot of people in that who said, I just want to pay this amount and just have mobility. But still, I feel like for most people, it's going to be a little shock and awe. Like, okay, I pay this as my car payment, but then I pay this as my battery payment. And then I also pay my electricity bill. Like the cost associated with owning an EV, and you're not even owning the EV in this case. The costs associated with an EV just become a bit more confusing, which could, I think, stymie their growth. This could just confuse people. And actually, to this point, Justin, look at the Ford F-150 Lightning and the Chevy EV and like, honestly, even like the Rivian, the R1T. Like, you build a typical looking truck that just has an EV powertrain, people buy it. You start to do things differently. Cybertruck, brand new upstart company, changing the whole model of leasing. I don't know if that attaches as well to folks.
Looking for a car? Look no further than joinyaa.com. Go check out the cars listed there. There's no BS, no lead gen forms, no anything. Just cars.
Well, there was so much pushback for this new battery leasing model, especially when it comes to the mileage allowance, that VinFast offered an alternative. Now, I don't know if it's a better alternative, but here's the deal. So, if you drive a lot, you can have an unlimited mile fixed lease with your battery for $110 to $160 per month, depending on which SUV you purchase. So, no matter how you look at it, VinFast, you're going to have quite a bit of bills, monthly bills, and I don't like bills.
No, I completely agree with you. What happens if someone stops making their battery payment, but they keep making their car payment? Like, I don't know. There's just a weird world ahead of us. Is there anything else that's noteworthy about VinFast? Like, one of the things that comes to mind for me, brand new upstart companies, so build quality, Vietnam, build quality. Like, I'm just kind of curious, what's the reputation for the brand so far?
So VinFast actually has quite a bit of history as a subsidiary of a larger company in Vietnam.
Okay.
But as far as vehicle build quality, this is their first electric vehicle. They've been building vehicles in Vietnam for some time, but they are going to be building a brand new factory in North Carolina. This has just been announced last month. So VinFast coming to America, building a gigantic factory with the goal of selling tens of thousands of vehicles per year as soon as 2024.
So is that the timeline? Is it 2024?
Yeah, that's when we're looking at the U.S. factory to be up and running, but they plan on selling VinFast VF8 and VF9 SUVs in America in 2023.
And what's the process of purchasing from VinFast? Dealer network or no dealer network?
No dealer network, so it's going to be another one of those direct-to-consumer options that EV buyers are now accustomed to because of Tesla, Lucid, Rivian, and even Fisker coming to market this year.
Interesting. Okay. Are there any kind of like big picture VinFast related things that if you're out there, like, would you consider a VinFast? What would kind of draw you back? Is it just the lease piece, or are there other components to the puzzle?
So from my perspective, there are so many other great options for electric crossovers and even electric SUVs today that I don't see the need for an extra monthly bill, a battery lease. I don't want to pay $110 extra per month. So for me, I would have to see what's the value. Like, do I want to have the latest and greatest battery as it becomes available? Am I willing to pay an extra $1,500 a year for that ability to upgrade my battery anytime? Personally, it's not compelling to me, especially with the likes of Hyundai, Kia, of course Tesla, Ford, GM. Everyone's bringing their latest and greatest EVs to market. So what does VinFast have to offer that's going to be better? I'm not quite convinced yet.
Charging network is going to be Electrify America?
They have some sort of incentive worked out. The details are yet to be determined, but a minor Electrify America partnership. It's not going to be the 2 years of free charging that I have with my Hyundai Ioniq 5.
Yeah, there's all these considerations if you're going through the process of actually buying. I wonder how insurance companies are going to react. Like, okay, so I'm not insuring the power plant. I'm just insuring the vehicle. What's an extended warranty on a VinFast going to look like?
No
Man,
idea.
there's so many questions. Okay, well, I know back on the Join YAA website, you have an article about VinFast. I imagine we'll be keeping that updated.
Yes, for sure.
All right. Well, then I guess we'll tune in for a follow-on video 6 months from now or a year from now. Heck, maybe we could even get our hands on one of them so we could spend some time with it. And, of course, back on the website, we'll keep people updated as well.
And I can be convinced. You can change my mind. So if you have driven a VinFast, you've got the ownership experience documented, share it with me. Convince me that VinFast has a future in America. I hope they do. They're building a factory here.
Yeah, they're putting up a heck of a lot of money down to be in the United States. I guess someone out there is going to want to lease a battery and buy a car at the same time. Okay, it's not me. It's not me. I'm just going to say it's not me.
Me either.
Not for me. All right, Justin, thanks for your time as always.
Thanks.